What is the purpose of an economy? Have you ever wondered that before? The more I sat with this, the more I realized the answer was kind of simple, or at least it should be. The purpose of the economy should be to serve people, more specifically to facilitate and unlock human flourishing on an individual level and on a collective level. And anything short of that is the tail wagging the dog. If we exist as pawns in this grand machinery of society to serve the economy, that's completely backwards. Instead of just giving us as many cheap products as humanly possible as quickly as possible, our economy should be designed to facilitate our well-being on every single level. This is the rabbit hole that inspired me to start this channel. My name is Dolma. I'm a TikTok content creator turned now YouTuber. This is a show where we do deep dives into the books, ideas, and authors who have shaped our understanding of an economics and a society of human flourishing. What is the ideal economy? What is a good society? What's our role that we can each play in creating that? What does it mean for us to achieve our individual human potential? And what are the structural conditions that facilitate that kind of self-actualization? I love taking, in my case with TikTok, business concepts, venture capital, brand strategy, marketing. I love taking that and distilling that knowledge into content that is accessible, inviting, fun, and what would it look like to do that for these bigger questions? I'm very excited to be embarking on this intellectual expedition of sorts. What you can expect from this channel is not so much history per se, but intellectual history. We're going to be reading our Adam Smith, our Ayn Rand, Milton Friedman. We're going to be reading Keynes and Schumpeter and Thomas Piketty, and we're going to be diving into some of the more philosophical or moral dimensions. What does it mean to create economic dignity? Is GDP the best measure of our economic progress, or are there other measures that matter more? I'm not here to indoctrinate you. I'm not here with any easy answers. This is actually me learning in public, setting aside all my preconceived notions. It's so tempting to have these easy answers and to weaponize what we think are the answers or the solutions against other people like a sledgehammer. I want this to be a forum for public discourse, diving into these works that have become a part of our canon, those classics that we want to have read, but we don't actually want to read or don't have time to read. Those are the books that I'm going to read for you, synthesizing them with an eye towards this overarching question of what is a society, what is an economics of human flourishing. You can expect weekly-ish episodes, deep dives. I'm not an academic, I'm not an expert, but that's precisely why I'm doing this, because I believe that these works, these ideas, these books should not be relegated to the ivory towers of academia laden with jargon. I want to feel empowered as a layperson to roll up my sleeves and dive into some of these works and earnestly try to grapple with them. I also will, in cases where I want to bring in reinforcements, actual academics, actual experts and scholars who have gotten fancy degrees studying this stuff, I want to bring them into the podcast. In a way, it's almost like a very messy, chaotic, self-directed PhD because we can just do things. In the words of Charles Eisenstein, one of my favorite writers and thinkers, how do we create the more beautiful world our hearts know is possible? So stick around, subscribe, maybe even sign up to get notifications when we have new episodes.